For my English CPT, I chose to talk about Carol Rivka Brunt's novel, Tell the Wolves I'm Home. There are many symbols shown throughout the book, but the symbol I will be discussing is the woods. The woods is a place behind June's school that she often visits. The theme that I think best represents my symbol is escapism is commonly found in places that individuals are comfortable with. I chose this theme because it relates well with June's situations in the novel. After June discovers her Uncle Finn to be affected with AIDS, her world is turned upside down and is unable to pursue the happiness she had with Finn. June becomes familiar with the woods that leads her to alienate herself from her family. The woods is a place of escape for June to pretend to be part of the past and to see the world with a different point of view, such as the Middle Ages. June also escapes into the woods to indulge in enjoyable recollection of past events she had with Finn. A first example from the book that demonstrates my theme is near the beginning of the novel, when June discovers Finn's death and went into the woods after a snowstorm to stay away from the problems that occurred. She was wearing orange mittens Greta made her, and she was thinking about the Middle Ages, but she also couldn't stop thinking about the complicated love she had for Finn. June says to herself, "Going into the woods by yourself is the best way to pretend you're in another time." This relates to my theme and symbol, because June takes solace from the problems and pain of the present to solitary walks in the woods, wearing medieval boots and a gunsack's dress. She is familiar with the woods and visualizes it as a place to find herself, living in another world of the past. June is clearly comfortable in the woods and finds it as a home to sort out her complicated feelings and sees things with a different perspective to escape reality. A second example that I think demonstrates my symbol and theme is when June was walking home from school and decided to take the long way home, which was exploring through the woods behind her school. June takes the long way home because she wanted to take the time to think about the confusing love she had for Finn, and she enjoyed being part in her own world to find peace. June tells herself, "Sometimes it feels so good to take the long way home." This links to my symbol and theme because she visualizes the woods as a second home and uses the wolves to feel safe. She also wanted to feel unattached from the real world and wanted to be alone to hide her emotions. Analyzes that June goes into the woods to ignore problems and negativity that comes her way. June escapes in the woods to also find solace nature and support from the wolf she believes she hears from a distance. The woods will always be a place for June to escape to, no matter what gets in the way, because it means a lot to her and is significant to her life. My theme is very relatable to the relationship my 19-year-old sister has with my family. My sister and I were very close when we were younger, and we've gone through a lot together. We played and created many memories. As we got older, my sister's actions started to adapt and made her become more independent, bipolar, and quiet. She started to spend majority of the day in her room alone, and doesn't become involved in family activities. It seems to be that her room keeps her more company than we do. We still create memories and all, but it wasn't like how it was before. My sister used to be more of an open, enthusiastic, and humorous person, and every time we would plan a family bond, my sister is always the one to back out and stay home alone. We don't know why. But if it was one of her friends, it would be the total opposite. If she was forced to come somewhere, she would always show my parents some attitude. My sister also tends to hide things from my parents. She only seems to be happy if things go her way, and if it doesn't, she'll suddenly become moody and have a tendency to stay in her room all day. Although my sister tends to isolate herself from us, she's still one of the greatest people I know and love. I feel that my media form is most effective in delivering the content of my presentation because I think it's easier for people to determine the message the speaker is trying to get across by observing body language and verbal tone. I also feel that it engages the audience and strengthens the mood more with a combination of visuals and sounds instead of having the audience to read the content on their own to understand. In conclusion, I have demonstrated how the woods and my theme connect to the novel and in my own personal life. We all need to escape from responsibilities and daily stress we meet upon, and there are different ways people handle it to benefit themselves. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and thank you for listening.